We live quite remotely. I mean, not so remotely. It's the Gold Coast hinterland, so it's about half an hour, 40 minutes from town. So it's not as remote as Longreach or something like that, but far enough away that help takes a little while to get there. And our neighbour at the time had 5 children. They had wanted to have a girl. They had 5 boys and wanted to have a girl. So she became pregnant again and somehow was able to encourage a home birth with a midwife at a remote location with twins, where even then the midwife would be another 40 minutes away. So and multi-para, multi-gravid. So, there's a potential there for that pregnancy or delivery to go quite quickly. So a couple of flags there that I would suspect a wise midwife would stay right away from it because of all the challenges that it might bring. Nevertheless, midnight rolls along. My wife and I are at home, get a phone call from her partner to say that she's in labour. So we took off up the road to their place. Baby number 1 was delivered, so quite normal cephalic delivery, which was quite great.
Just catching, right? Really.
Got my wife to ring up to organise an ambulance to be coming to us, aware that she was having twins. And baby number 1 was another boy. So now they've got 6 boys.
Oh, wow.
Baby number 2, who ended up being Breech, was a girl. And, both my wife and I would speak through the pressure that we felt, in those moments. Because we live in a small community, people know us. When we first moved there, because ambulance services were quite far away, we would often get a phone call to come around or pop around and help out where we could.
Yeah.
And the pressure of the situation, which was the delayed birth because of the breech delivery, all that was going through my mind was the potential for loss of oxygen, brain damage, potential death, those sorts of things. And so did a manoeuvre called a Lovesets Manoeuvre, where the baby's rotated to be able to deliver the anterior shoulder first, otherwise it won't deliver. Okay. That worked really, really well. But baby number 2 came out quite flat, so very low APGAR score, essentially apneic, and required sort of mouth-to-mouth and some CPR done prior to the ambulance getting there. My wife tells the story of the ambulance officer arriving, who's a friend of ours, who was a neighbour type thing, and he tells the story of when he first got the phone call about what was going on. He was shitting himself, and so he was quite happy to walk in and see babies had been delivered, and know that the situation had gone well. So a lot of pressure on people, and my wife, God love her, apart from calling the ambulance, it was also a time when Care used to work up in our area quite often, and so they arranged for an obstetrician to come along. Yep. And a nurse, and so they were picked up from the hospital, brought up to our local area, and facilitated the transport of mum and baby back to care, back at the Gold Coast Hospital. So I can just strongly remember, Kim and I getting home after this experience, and just in the moment after it's all done, just in darkness, just crying our eyes out, just overwhelmed by what we'd been involved with. And also not knowing how things would turn out.